And the man, the guy with the plan. What's up?
What's up, bro?
How are you?
I'm good.
Good morning.
Isn't this room awesome?
I like this room a lot.
I look a lot tanner than you.
Yeah. You think you're having a good hair day or a bad hair day?
This is 2 days in a row. It was a great hair day. Yesterday was really good. Today's good.
Yeah. So you sit on that side of the couch just because your hairline looks better that way, or over on this
Why do you
side?
have to bring up my hairline?
Because I have the same problem.
Mine's getting worse and worse year after year. It's terrible. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah. A lot of people call us brothers.
I know that. Actually, somebody called me your dad once. That didn't feel good.
Yeah. But it is kind of funny how the age layout goes. You know, we have Eric, our father.
Right.
You could be my brother, and I'm the mistake. I'm the oops.
Yeah. But you're a good oops.
Yeah, not a bad oops, right?
Yeah.
So you just came back from Florida?
Yes, West Palm Beach. My parents let us use their place. We went there for a week. We were long overdue for a trip. 2 kids during COVID, no vacations the last 2 years. So we were like, we needed to get out.
Long overdue.
Long overdue.
Now, what do you think, besides the weather and the palm trees, separates West Palm from West Hartford and the beaches?
Well, listen, I mean, could I live in West Palm Beach? Probably not. I don't think I ever want to, because it's always been my vacation destination. It'll completely ruin it.
It's hard to lock in work.
Yeah, I go down there and I'm just relaxed. It's nice. It's just easy. But if I were working down there, I'd have the same stresses that I have here.
Yeah.
And I compare West Hartford to downtown West Palm Beach kind of. West Palm Beach is a little bit bigger and nicer, but, they're similar.
So I'm sitting right here with a girl dad. I'm a girl dad myself.
I am a girl dad.
But not just one. How many?
2.
How old?
2.5, and my oldest just turned 4.
What do you think what's your best quality as a father?
My best quality as a father, I like to try to spend as much time with them as possible.
Right.
So it's just giving them my time. I am so blessed to be able to wake up in the morning and make them breakfast, see them out the door, drop them off. My dad growing up, I didn't see him in the morning. He was up at 5 o'clock and he was out the door. We never saw him until the wee hours of the night. Yeah. He'd come home late. So for me to be able to get up, wake them up, get breakfast with my wife, with the kids, and we do our thing and get them all dropped off is that's priceless.
It's amazing, right?
We're very fortunate to be able to do that.
So you guys taught me this about vision boards, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know what's on your vision board, but on my vision board, there's this category called family. And I think I took that category from you.
Yeah.
And on that is always eat dinner together.
Yes. Yes.
How important do you think that is?
We try to do that as much as possible. Now, they're young, so they're usually running around and we're chasing them with food. But those rare moments when we actually do corner them and get them to sit down at the table and we eat together, Danielle, my wife, and I look at each other like, this is what it's all about.
Yeah.
So we try to do that. We try really, really hard to have dinner together every night.
How about, so you mentioned about your father. You grew up in Bolton, Connecticut, right?
Yeah.
So before I met Kylie and I have been together 7 years. So
right.
Before the 7 years, I don't think I knew one person from Bolton.
How crazy is that?
And then I meet you, right? Eric introduces me to you.
And I knew her house. I've always admired that house.
Really?
On Hebron Road. Always.
With the hydrangea bushes.
Yeah, and that half circle driveway.
I always loved that. Stamped concrete.
I was always like, oh man, that's like a fun house. And it was a fun house. Little did I know.
Yeah. So what was really cool about that house is they had the front porch, right?
Right.
When they had a sign out, there was a sign that said their last names. Their last name was McGill, so McGillicuddy's, and that just meant, hey, if the sign is out, stop over, hang out.
That's awesome.
And so when they'd get home from work, one of the kids or her mom or dad would hang the sign, and people would start coming in. And it's such a.
I wish I knew that. I would have stopped it.
I know, right? Yeah, that was a phenomenal.
I know, but how funny is that you have been going to Bolton all those years, and I've been driving right by the house, and there you are.
Yeah, and Bolton's a pretty small town.
Yeah, very small town. My parents are still there.
Yeah. Now, what made you want to move from out of Bolton?
Oh man, I don't think I ever really wanted to move out of Bolton. I actually wanted to go back to Bolton, but it's we built something here in West Hartford, and I want to be centrally located. Bolton's not that far out of the way, but it's just a little bit too far out of the way for us, I think. So we're centrally located, and our business takes us everywhere. So being the center of the state is helpful.
Now, what year did you leave Bolton? You moved out of there.
Oh man, I left my parents' house when I was probably 21, 22.
Okay.
Moved to West Hartford. I got a little apartment on South Main Street at the Sedgwick building.
Yep.
I couldn't afford anything. I mean, I was broke. Just getting into real estate. I was doing hardwood flooring on the side. And I got a job at this building as the property manager. So I get rent for free. I get a little one bedroom to myself for free. And I just watch the property. And I did that for like 2 years. And then business kind of took off. And then I kind of let that go. And then I moved into another apartment in West Hartford with a buddy. And then I bought my first 2-family house.
Would you consider yourself a good property manager based off of that one? Then after you finished managing the Sedgwick building, would you say you were a good property manager?
I think I was. The carpets were clean.
You're vacuuming.
I had that vacuum out all the time. Driveway was immaculate. I had my leaf blower. So I did it, did as good I could.
So you're building up the resume.
Yeah.
How many units were in that building?
Oh man, there were probably 30.
And how many complaints would come in?
A lot. No, not too many. I mean, it wasn't that difficult of a job, and it was perfect for me as a young kid, just starting out in real estate, not being able to afford my own apartment. It was like my foot into West Hartford.
It was amazing.
Yeah,
And what
it was cool.
I think that nowadays it's hard to find that.
Yeah,
Especially with the rent prices here in West Hartford.
I'll tell
what do you think your rent was at that time, if you were paying?
It was like $1,200.
Oh
no, maybe a little less
for a 1-bedroom.
Yeah, maybe like $1,000 to $1,200.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it was all utilities were included.
Gotcha.
But I just got very lucky. Like that was just sheer luck. I just found something random like that, and I said, "Wow, that's like right where I want to be. I want to do business there. I'm just gonna take this gig, and I'll just do it at night. Like I'll go home at night, and we'll do whatever I have to do." And I did, and I built a good relationship with the owner there, Michael McDonald, nice guy. So it was cool.
And you stayed in West Hartford until when?
And then I stayed until about a year and a half ago. Because I moved to an apartment, then I bought a 2-family New Britain and moved in there. Lived on the first floor, went to the second floor, met my wife. We got engaged and we bought a house in West Hartford. We renovated that house, moved there for 5 years.
I love that house.
I do too. I still have it.
I know. I should have bought it when you gave me that offer. I'm
glad I didn't.
I thought it at that time.
But that's part of the reason why we're in this situation, because I didn't sell. No inventory. What? I should be the one selling.
I didn't know that house was wonderful.
I love that house.
You still have it. I'm glad you did.
Yeah, still have it. Great house. And then we had 2 kids and we needed something bigger. And then it took us 2.5 years to find a house. We tried so hard in West Hartford and couldn't find anything. And then our current house fell on my lap. It was a blessing.
Well, and that's the same thing with my property, but I think also being in real estate, we see so many properties that we're almost picky just because we know what the potential is and also our own style. Yeah. So if you were to walk into my condo doesn't look like just regular.
It looks like a staged listing.
It's really nice, right?
And does Kylie get upset with you when you see things out of place?
Yeah, I mean she does OCD. Yeah, she's OCD, and we both like amazing updates. So we got this beautiful carpet in our living room, right? We've had it maybe less than 6 months. We're like, we got to swap it out. We don't like it anymore. Carpets are expensive. Not carpet, a rug.
I got a rug. It's crazy.
I got a rug.
Go to Ruggable. My man. I'll give you a better Ruggable.
Yeah, I got a Ruggable.
Yep, we got a ton of those. Ruggables are awesome.
Ran me up, but it was nice.
Yeah, listen, they're nice though, especially with kids.
Yeah.
They're right in the wash.
All right, so you've thrown them in the wash. I have an 8x10.
I don't do the wash, but yes, they've been in our wash.
Because I'm over here thinking it's an 8x10 carpet.
Throw it in.
But is it going to fit?
Yeah. Just chuck it in there. Yeah. Or bring it to the dry cleaner. One of the two.
You use a dry cleaner?
I do all the time for my clothes. So.
I know. I need to start.
You don't?
No.
I'm going to give a shout out to French Dry Cleaners right here on Farmington Avenue, West Hartford. They are awesome. They do a great job. You pay a little extra, but they do great work.
And you know what?
And they'll deliver.
I was just going to make a comment yesterday. You saw me. I was walking with Mila. Yeah. I'm walking back home, and this guy has the French dry cleaners in his hand. So I asked him, "How do you like it?" He's like, "Listen, for the convenience, it's amazing.
Yeah.
The price, not so much."
Right. Exactly.
But you pay for what you get.
You pay for what you get. They deliver. They pick up. They have an app you use. It's awesome.
All right. So back to you got into real estate, right?
Yeah.
How many years in the industry did it take you to finally be like, this is my full-time job. I don't need to do hardwood floors anymore. I don't need to do property management.
It was a few years. It was probably close to 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I was young. I was 21 when I got my license. I got in a small team with my cousin Morella D'Antonio. She was my mentor. She helped me grow in the business. I mean, she was instrumental in, molding me as an agent. Like I still use some of her qualities and traits that she developed as an agent. And I was on that team, and then I got to the point where I said, you know what, I think I'm going to take a leap of faith and go on my own. And then I did. I went on my own after a few years, and I was in the Wethersfield office. And then I moved into this apartment here, so I started using the West Hartford office a lot. And Kathy Spencer, the manager then, was like, hey, would you ever consider coming over here? The market's great. And I really liked Kathy, and it just made sense. So I went to the West Hartford office, and that's where I started a small team. I had a team of like 3 or 4 agents. And then I knew Eric when I first started in Wethersfield 15 years ago.
Who are the 4 agents?
The 4 agents?
Who was the core 4?
Okay, so it was Vanessa Nero Pugliese. It was Ches Pace. And then I'm trying to think who my other ones were.
Was it your brother?
Oh, well, my brother did get his license. There was somebody else. Maybe it was Ryan.
Okay.
Vince. Could have been him.
So pretty much all family.
Yeah, well, no. They're family, and they were my clients. They're my best clients. These guys are buying houses every year. And then they go, hey, well, I could do what you're doing. Let me get my license. It's like, all right, just work for me.
Yeah.
So, and I think they still have their licenses, but they've got their own careers, and they do very well.
Yeah, their full-time job isn't real estate.
No, it's not real estate, but they were great clients and great team members.
So how long were you a solo agent before you became or started the small team?
A couple of years.
So I went off once you guys broke from Ravis, I went off as a solo agent, and I'll be honest, I missed the team. I like the team, man.
Dude, especially in this market, you need to be on a team. You need to have that collaboration.
I just think in general, you need to be on a team for that collaboration.
Yeah.
We live in a whole different world now where it's like, look at TikTokers. They have like these collab houses. They're living together, and you're able to pump out so much more content. You're able to also, and aside from the content, you're inspired by them, the people around you working hard as well. And it's like when you're a solo agent, who's there to light the fire?
You're on your own. There's no accountability. There's no mentorship. There's no competition.
Friendly competition.
Like we have competitions within our team here. Like we've split our team up into teams and have competitions, and that just drives people to want to do more business.
Yeah,
it's great. I mean, having it, I love being on a team. I mean, I think it's great, especially a good producing team.
Yeah, that's a key.
You need to be on a producing people who have the same vision as you, people who want to go forward. So it's it's great.
So now you had the small team. Then how'd you meet Eric?
Well, I met Eric 15 years ago when I first started in Wethersfield, and then I had an opportunity when I was in West Hartford to take on a large luxury style apartment building to rent the whole building. And I said, geez, this is a big project. I need a partner on this. And then I thought I'd love somebody in Wethersfield to help me. And so I reached out to Eric and I just said, hey, listen, you want to partner up with me on this and just tag team this? He said, yeah, sure, let's do it, which was cool. We had a really good, close bond when I was in Wethersfield, then we kind of separated, and this kind of brought us back together. And then I realized he had a small team in Wethersfield. I had a small team in West Hartford. And we were like, hey, let's join forces. And I said, come to West Hartford. The market here is awesome. And he did. And then like the next year, we went from like 6 or 7 agents. Next year, 2 years in, we were up to 25 agents. Like we grew so fast. Yeah. It was insane. We really struck fire. It was pretty incredible.
It's something about you and Eric is like it's yin and yang. But
it's the craziest thing.
It works out great.
I know.
And both of you guys have that like I'm a ride or die for you type of mentality.
Yeah, man, totally. I mean, we you're gonna butt heads every once in a while. You're gonna have differences, but we are so good about burying it, getting on the same level. And he's so, Eric, he's so like spiritual and has faith, and that's something that I need, and he's been a great mentor.
I've seen it firsthand.
He's awesome. I mean, he's awesome.
I've seen it
love
firsthand.
You, Eric.
Definitely love you, Eric.
He pushes me out of my comfort zone 1,000%. Look, I don't eat breakfast anymore because of Eric. I'm nearly anorexic because of Eric.
Do you think intermittent fasting is key for a real estate
It
agent?
changed my life. It really did. Exercise, eating right. This is all Eric. Exercise, eating right. Having some boundaries with your food portions and when you eat. Having the mental clarity to do certain things and meditating. All those things are things that I learned from Eric. And I tell you what, it took me a while to wrap my head around it and but since I have actually started that, it's changed my life.
I remember back at the Ravis office, I used to be clowning about it as well. But we'd watch it and then we're like, man, this guy's now he's 52.
Well,
at the time,
52, and he's
but at the
better
time,
shape than a lot of people I know.
almost all the people we know, right? He's in amazing shape.
Crazy.
So it's so definitely one thing. There's many things that I have taken away from both you and Eric, but one thing is intermittent fasting, because when you first wake up, you have 2 hours of your body just building up this energy. After the 2 hours, you can hit a coffee at that point.
Yeah.
Then you're coming towards midday, around noon. You have your first meal, and then you cut off your last meal. I do around 6 o'clock.
Yep, me too.
At least
Last meal, 6 o'clock, cut it off. Right. It's exactly what I try to do too. Now, Eric takes it to a different level.
Yeah, he'll do a few.
He'll go
2
3 days fast.
But he does that to kill the fat.
I know, and I want to do that. It's just so hard. I mean, I'm Italian. I got to eat.
Your mother would go crazy if she found out you were doing that.
So I'm building up to that, though. I really want to do it. Over 210 today.
How much do you love golf?
I'm a big golf guy.
And how long have you been playing golf?
Since high school, my senior year of high school, I was a baseball player.
Mm-hmm.
And then senior year, I realized these guys are leaving school early, going to play golf. I was like, I'm going to play golf. Almost didn't make the team. And I said, I'm still going to do this. And then since then, I've just fallen in love with the game.
And now you think your girls are going to get into golf?
I want them to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you brought them out on the course yet?
Yeah.
I think Sunday I'm going to bring them.
I was out with Elena out on Wednesday, and the guys at the club gave her a little baby putter.
Oh.
And she's all about it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So hopefully I get into it.
Yeah, man. You got anything that you want to throw out there? Anything coming up? Any news?
As far as business?
Anything.
Well, I got a great new listing today. Came on the market, West Hartford. I got a banger of a listing coming in Winstead. That's going to be really nice over on the lake, on Highland Lake. Anything else? No, we got some big things coming here at the team. Stay tuned.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
All right. Nah, I'm not giving you that shake. Good shit, brother.
Right?